Hi, my name is Shenyang Cai.
My name is Nan Deng.
My name is Tian He.
My name is Dawn Han.
My name is Dinesh Majeti. I am currently doing my PhD in the University of Houston, Texas.
I'm a PhD student in Tufts University.
And I'm currently a master's student at Carnegie Mellon.
I'm a graduate student from Northeastern University. My major is information systems.
I'm a first-year master's student from Syracuse University. I majored in computer science here.
I chose VoltDB primarily because of a recommendation from one of my professors.
It's a pretty coincidence. I was building projects to provide high-speed data processing services, and I tried a couple of data frameworks that isn't satisfactory.
I have a friend who is working here, and one day we just started to talk about what he does.
Well, one of my friends recommended me here because he really liked working environment.
There was some advertisement in the department mailing list.
So a friend come to me, say, hey, if you want to figure out this problem, probably should check out this company. And this may be the fastest database system in the world.
He told me VoltDB is the fastest in-memory SQL database. And I thought it was a great idea. It was very interesting, very cool. So I wanted to learn more about it. I wanted to know how it really works.
I looked up online and I was quite curious. It said like fastest in-memory database. And I was always curious to know, I've read it in theory, but actually how is it implemented and how things go on in a database. And also when they said it's in memory and it's fastest, I was kind of fascinated and I wanted to see how it actually works and be a part of this.
Especially something with database, which is something that I'm actually very interested in.
Well, first of all, people are really friendly here. They are very supportive and they are knowledgeable, they're resourceful.
I think the people here are very great. They're very talented and they're very helpful.
They're very friendly and helpful, so that's one thing I liked about is even in the team, if you have some issue, they're always willing to discuss and help you out and make the code better and come up with efficient ways to solve problems.
Yeah, just speaking of my teammates, they're really nice. Anytime I have a problem to solve, and they would come, if I raise my hand, they would come in short way.
I usually ask them dumb questions, but they're very patient. They will answer anything.
And I seldom get stuck on some issues because they always help me in a really timely manner.
I've been working in the engineering floor for 2 months. No straightforward feeling is, as the VoltDB name suggests, everything goes pretty fast. And I'm not saying about how fast the product is.
Well, the pace of development is really fast because we keep having small conferences, and everyone talks about their recent progress as well as some technical obstacles they are having right now, and others will provide some useful information to help them solve these problems. So yes, we are really on a fast-paced developing style.
And I personally really enjoy this process because I like to see my work change things, to push things forward.
One of the surprise would be my mentor actually gave me some open-ended questions that doesn't have a right answer to it. We have to discuss and talk about all the possibilities, and he himself doesn't have an answer, so I didn't expect this kind of project for an intern.
The first thing I noticed about the working environment here is that it's very flexible.
The thing that I learned here is cooperating with other programmers, like using GitHub or doing the code review, something that I cannot learn from school.
I think one of the most important things I learned here is to think things in bigger scale. So when I come up with a solution Before I was usually thinking that like solving a problem on my own desktop. And after I got here, I found out this kind of solution might not work for like Volt scale. When you have multiple clusters, things are getting more and more complicated, and you have to think about all the corner cases, and it can be very challenging.
From my past 2 months of internship work here, I think one of the best things that I learned was from my mentor Xing, who helped me a lot with my work here, and I started to learn a lot from his reviews and learning from how to write better code, how to cope with colleagues, how to solve real-world problems. That's probably one of the best things that I really appreciate.
One thing I liked so much, I learned, and maybe I say like, is the testing which they have here. I've taken some courses in theory which I've heard like testing is important, but when I see like an industry, this is my first industry experience, and when I see the code coverage and how the tests are done in such a big part of software, I feel it's even more important to have tests, because when I was doing my first assignment, I think I had a small piece of code, but when I finished it and I thought I'm done, they have this continuous integration server which takes the code, runs all the tests and gives you the results, and I found that there was some other tests which were failing which I had no idea of, and then I went back and I saw that how my code was being touched by different parts. So it reinforced in me the importance of testing, and I'm really glad that there is a lot of testing done.
One surprise to me is this company has a really strong ping pong squad.
The ping pong balls, and I found that many of the people here are really good at ping pong.
And even in general, they're good people to play ping pong and have a lot of fun out here.
And every afternoon, if you get downstairs, you can see them playing like very high level ping pong games.
I actually learned from some of those colleagues to enhance my ping pong skills, and I think this is a good place to work.